Oh, hello. So this feels weird. I haven't shot a makeup type video in a long time. I am not a makeup artist. I just enjoy makeup and that's about it. I wanted to give it a go. The new Urban Decay Stay Naked Weightless Liquid Foundation. It's 24-hour wear. So I thought I would film a first impression. I haven't used it yet. Apart from picking my shade in store, I can't remember anything about it. So the Urban Decay Stay Naked Weightless Liquid Foundation comes in 50 shades. It is 30 mils, which I'm pretty sure is standard, and it is $66. So I chose 20 NN, which was for fair, neutral for the master tone and neutral for the undertone. For me, I personally like yellow or neutral undertones. I just do. Sometimes it looks like I'm a bit more pink in the skin, but when I put on like a pink foundation, I feel like it looks sick and I don't like that. So I went with this one. So when you open it, it has a little quote on the inside that says, "Good things happen when you're naked." Okay. The first thing I noticed this when I was in store, like the bottle looks very, very luxurious, but it's like really light. So when I saw it, I was like, wow, this is gonna be like a good, like kind of maybe glass heavy foundation, but it's plastic and it's very light. Like, I don't know, unless they're pulling it off the word like weightless, so that's why it's light, so it's weightless like the foundation. Otherwise the bottle is quite cute. I'm not sure why they've got like this cutout bit here, but and it's just a pump. So put my hair back. Do you like these clips? They are from Busy and Bold. Anyway, alright, let's start. So I'm going to start by prepping my face with my Clinique ID. I have the Dramatically Different Hydrating Jelly and the Fatigue cartridge. Let that sink in. Since I'm trying out a new foundation, I'm going to be using a primer, and the way I apply it as I normally do and as I normally prefer, so that I can really test out, well, see what I like or maybe don't like about this foundation. So I'm going to be using one of my favorite primers. So it is the Estee Lauder The Smoothing Universal Perfecting Primer. I think I have like 2 backups. It's that good. Like this one's nearly empty. Oh, okay, that was a little bit too much. The brush I'm going to be using is the Clinique Buff brush. This brush is so good. I like go back and forth between liking beauty blenders, but this one has managed to hang around for quite a while. And I've cleaned it especially to try out this new foundation. I'm just going to pop it all over my face and then blend it in, I guess. I haven't pumped this before, as you can see, like it's taking... Oh. Okay, so that would be like 1.5, I guess. I'm just going to start with that and see how I go. So like literally with this brush, all I do... Huh. How do I get that on my arm? So that blended out really, really easily. I definitely need more product. There's still quite a bit of like redness and like veins and pimples that are coming through. So let's try another pump. So it is applying and it looks like it's buildable, which is good. I feel like maybe I could have gone a shade darker, but I'd rather have it a little bit lighter than a little bit darker. It is being a little bit streaky with this brush, and like I said, I use this brush all the time, so I usually I like the outcome that it gives me. But with this one, it is streaking. My skin does have some texture at the moment. I don't know why, but it's got like some of those little bumps like right here and on my chin. I kind of want to put another layer on. Like I want to put maybe half a pump just over my chin. So that's 2.5 pumps, and I feel like You can still see the redness on my chin, on my nose. Wow, my bags. Yeah, let's try. Oh, I think that was a full pump. I'm trying now to like dab it instead of brushing it in case that maybe helps. Okay, so I don't like how that third layer is sitting, and it really shows the texture around my forehead. Like I feel like it's making it a bit more obvious. Like, is that just me, or can you see that as well? So like just around here, you can see like a lot of those like little bumps. Wow, I look like a ghost right now. And I was contemplating between this one and one lighter, so I'm glad I got this one. God, can you imagine what the lighter one would have been like? Okay, but looking up really close, it's literally catching to all my fine lines under my eyes. I definitely think 2 pumps maximum, because otherwise it just doesn't, from there it doesn't really sit well together. I don't know, is that just me? And like I said, I've used this brush and the primer many times, so I know that they really sit really well. I'm not like in love with it. I can still see a lot of texture. I wonder if maybe it is applied better with a beauty blender. Let's go ahead and do the rest of my face. So I just quickly finished with stick, and this is the MAC Powder Kiss in the shade Impulsive. Very, very comfortable to wear these lipsticks. So I've been looking at myself in the mirror, but I really think that it's my skin texture that's currently happening here. I don't know why, I never have that. So I don't know, there's some weird bumps that are happening over here and on my chin, but like all the other makeup applied really beautifully to it. So I'm going to wear it throughout the day and doing whatever I'm doing, and I will check in with you. It's currently 11:05 that I've just finished doing everything. So yeah, from far away, like from here and in some pictures that I took, it looked really good. So hopefully it's just my skin that needs to fix itself. I will check back in with you throughout the day to see how we're going. Okay, hello. Just thought I would give you an update on the foundation. It is currently 3:49, so it's been on for 5 hours? Wow, don't know why that took me so long. So we've been out and about. I did the vacuuming, tidied up a room, like been doing stuff, so I haven't just been sitting around watching TV all day. And it's held up pretty nicely. Looks like my lipstick's gone, but that's just from eating. It hasn't sunken into my lines underneath my eyes any more than I would expect. So I've got quite a lot of lines around my eyes and whatever. I just have to live with it. I did wear sunglasses today, but it doesn't seem like it's got a big obvious sunglass patch around my nose, so that's good, because that's always annoying when you put foundation on and then you put sunglasses on and it's like, oh look, I've been wearing glasses. But just looking at it in my super close mirror, so I'm looking at that like right up in my face, and it's wiped off a little bit around my nose, but that's from me wiping my nose. All the other powders are still sitting nicely on it. It's still covering my redness. I still don't know what all that texture is. I do want to try it though with a sponge, but I'm going to keep it on for a few more hours and see how it goes. And in New Zealand dollars, I personally don't think $66 is too expensive for a brand such as Urban Decay. And so far it's lasted well for 5 hours, so let's hopefully give it another 3, because 8 is like the standard. Maybe probably like 10 hours actually is the standard of what I would wear a foundation. Okay, so it is, I think it's like 6 o'clock, so I've had this makeup on for like 7 hours now, but my opinion has changed. Apart from the texture on my skin, which is my fault, not the foundations. It's held up really well, and even throughout the day I noticed like I was scratching my face and then I was like, oh shit, I gotta stop. So I'm actually really impressed, especially like around my eyes and my nose, which are usually some of my problem areas, but I'm actually really impressed with how it still looks. But otherwise, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Please subscribe if you haven't already, because it is free and it helps me out a lot. Give this a thumbs up, and I will see you in my next video, which will probably be food related. Bye! Okay, So I just thought I'd give you an update because this morning I used the Urban Decay foundation with not the beauty blender, it was the LA Girl beauty sponge, and I'm looking really at it for the first time. So I applied it at 7:30 and it's like 5:30 now, I think, so a good 10 hours. And my skin still has that texture, and I think I figured out what it's from. So I've obviously eaten today and I've been wearing my glasses all day, and there's no obvious like glass mark, and oh, look at that highlight still beaming. But yeah, it's actually applied really well. It hasn't sunken into my wrinkles around my eyes like it normally does. It's still around my nose, like my hairline, and I've been touching my face because I do when I'm at work. So I definitely think this is one, like, it was nice with the brush, but it definitely applied better with the sponge. It didn't have like the streakiness like the brush did. Sorry if you can hear the rain, it's having one of those downpours. But yeah, that is just a little update. So if you give it a go, try it with a sponge.